Is there any, you talked a little bit about when we look at all of these projects, and we talk about the library, we talk about the pool, but we talk about the more urgent ones that are needed, the ones that we know for a fact, or water, or wastewater, all of those that, what if something happens and I'm going to say that it's emergent and we've already extended our debt? What happens then? Like, when do we live within our means? And from administration, I think that should be number one priority. So have at it. I'd like a response to say, council, you can't do a pool and you can't do a library, so you're going to have to choose. Where is that response from administration?
So after Trina wants to go too, so.
Or something has to give. I think that's my worry. And I think when we want to be responsible, I'm going to ask administration, I know you're going with what council has, but when do we come back to say, listen, we know that there could be other things coming up, and we know how our infrastructure, some of it is crumbling. There's lots to it. With the projects that I would say sometimes are, I wouldn't say, I would just say, what is your response to that comment to the taxpayers of Regina? They can only afford so much. We pay debt, could be a mill rate increase. Like, how can you please respond to that?
Yeah, I'm just chatting with Ms. Anderson as well, who will add, I'm sure. I think I'd go back to my earlier comments through the chair, councillor, that while it's increasing debt, and while we're all engaged in this conversation and making decisions as we go, and it's very important, as I said, to be prudent and to understand the risks and what we're actually undertaking. There's a good and thorough process here of analysis. If administration believed that what is in this report could be severely damaging to city administration now and in the future, we would absolutely alert council to that fact. Given what we understand about our current financial position, our current debt rating, comparing ourselves to other similar and larger jurisdictions, it would not seem to rise to the level of things, as you mentioned, like a default, or we would have money to fix a road or those types of things. It's a lot of money, but versus the size of the city and the infrastructure and things that you're building, it doesn't seem irresponsible. And if it did, we would have alerted council before now and certainly now. The other bit about it is, yes, we did include those ones that had already been approved by or are in the pipe of discussion through council. Those always are open for reconsideration, but yeah, that's how we did it, was project specific, looking to the municipal board to fund based on, hey, these things are coming and this is what we need. So we're responding to that. I'm looking around the table and I'm not.
That's okay.
I'm just saying, like, if we knew something was wrong, like if we thought you were crazy and spending all this money and it was going to be really damaging in the future, we would absolutely say so.
Thank you. So what, I guess the response then, just hearing that, what's the response to the residents of Regina who say spending is out of control? Adding more debt is like you've got a credit card and now you're going for another loan to pay off that credit card. Like, that's what it seems like to the residents of Regina. And so I guess the question is, like, why can we not just continue on with the debt that we have? And why are we, because we have added these projects, and that's where I'll just make a comment that I understand that we want a city that's got all these amenities, but I don't think it should be done in one term or two terms. It's going to take some time. And I would say that
Councillor Bresciani,
we've made...
We have a mandatory break.
The end?
Yeah, oh yeah, believe it or not.
What time is it? Okay.
Yeah, we have a mandatory break, so we'll reconvene at 4:30 or 60.
All right.
Thank you.